Welcome to Fort McCoy, Florida. Once you cross this creek, you're in the vicinity of Fort McCoy. We're going to explore one of Florida's most rural outposts.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Northeast 150th Avenue.
Now, this place is really remote.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Northeast 147.
When we were moving back to Florida, we looked at this neighborhood here as a place to move to. And let me tell you, it was quite... I got it from here, okay?
Okay.
I got it. You can...
Okay.
So when we were moving back to Florida, we noticed that there was really affordable properties here in Fort McCoy. I mean, like, you could buy a concrete block house on 2 acres for under, it's like ridiculously cheap. Like, it was like $90,000 for like a 4-2. But after experiencing being here, what was our decision, Katie?
No.
Not a chance in the world. We hung out at this gas station here for about an hour. Since we were looking at the property, we thought we had to wait for the realtor. So while we were waiting for the realtor, we, waited here. And we were like, this is not for us. Mm-hmm. This area has a massive drug addiction problem. There's our first rebel flag on the back of that car. This area has a huge drug problem. So we went to see this house that was like under $100,000. We had it cash, no big deal. We could have bought the house cash. Ours paid off, no worries, right? No mortgage, no landlord, nothing. Well, it turns out that when we came to look at this house, the realtor made us wait at that gas station while we were, waiting to see the house. The house was back in this direction, and this area is known as Eureka. I put my windows down so you guys can hear the gunshots in a minute. Because when you come through here and you're an outsider, they shoot their guns to let you know that they saw you. That's the type of backwards crap you get in these places. You see a truck that's not from here, you shoot your gun to warn them. You ain't from here, you're not supposed to be here. So we passed on it, and I've had 5 or 6 people come to our channel and ask me the same question, which is, hey, Fort McCoy looks really cheap. What's it like out there? Well, here you go. We'll let the video speak for itself. I'm not going to give you any personal opinions about the place. I'm just going to tell you what my experience was like. So I'm not telling you my opinion. I'm telling you my experience. Can I see the map real quick? And my experience was that, when we came out here, trying to buy a house, cash money, what's wrong with buying a house, right? We got an appointment with a realtor, and while we were looking at the property, some of the neighbors started shooting their guns, and one of the neighbors came over and wanted to see who was interested in buying the house, and we looked at another property, and they were like, you know what, this is not gonna happen. You could just feel the tension. So we were like, you know what? There's a big dog right there running. That dog looks scary. So that's where we're gonna give you guys a tour of Fort McCoy. And personally, when we were out here looking at properties, it took 2 hours to figure out. Nice chickens right there. It took 2 hours to figure out that house should have been worth $300,000 anywhere else. But it was worth a fraction of that. I don't know. According to maps, this is a road, but I'm pretty sure we're not going back there. Mm-hmm. We're turning around. It's supposed to be a road through here, but I ain't going any further. Mm-hmm. Anyways, we wanted to buy the house. It was beautiful oak trees, 2.5 acres, under $100,000. But we were at the gas station, and while we were at the gas station just watching, we spent about an hour waiting for the realtor. And while we were at the gas station just watching the people come and go, you could tell, people were arguing. You just know when a place is bad. And this was definitely not the type of place you wanted to move to. Despite being absolutely natural beauty everywhere. It's very hostile outsiders. And there's an addiction problem, so when people see you driving through here, what they probably assume is that you're on something and you're looking for something to steal. So you can see people's got fenced in yards and dogs and stuff. Yeah. It's that type of place where you have to protect your property. And that's exactly one of the reasons we left Alabama. So we weren't trying to recreate Alabama. So we wondered why were the properties so cheap out here. We found out really quickly. Oh, their papaya trees died in the cold weather. The mango trees. Oh man, they got nothing but they're growing papayas and mangoes out here. That's crazy. They tried saving them, but that's a bold effort to try to grow some papayas and mangoes out here. Because it gets cold. They might recover. Hopefully they do. But so yeah, it's Fort McCoy for you. Yes, it is one of the most affordable places in the state, and you'll find deals out here that'll make you go, what the crap? But you'll find out. When you look at Central Florida around the Ocala National Forest, you know, or North Central Florida, and you see, you know, a concrete block house on 2 acres and it's $60,000, there's a reason it's $60,000, and that's a mistake that we make as people who are moving across the country. And some areas are cheaper than others, but when an area is way too affordable, like some parts of North Florida, Central Alabama, there's a reason why those places are cheap. The whole state of Mississippi, there's a reason. There's a reason those places are more affordable, and the reason you'll find out. You'll find out eventually. And people do shoot a lot out here, so just because somebody's shooting doesn't mean they're trying to hurt you. But if they're shooting because they saw you and they're trying to let you know they're there, that's a whole different story. Can you imagine how fun it would be to have an ATV out here? On these little dirt trails with an ATV. This would be awesome with an ATV out here. Having an ATV here would just be like, oh, can you imagine all these dirt trails? See, they got one right there. They got two. That's fun right there. They got all their crap outside. That's crazy. They got 4 ATVs outside. That's crazy. I'm sure they got cameras everywhere. And who knows what. They might know some big wigs out here. Who knows? This one's fenced in though. So you figure that's kind of odd. That house has 4 ATVs outside in the open. This one's got cameras. It's fenced in, and they got cameras on every angle. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you move to some places like this, and the people that are from here, they can do whatever the crap they want. Nobody's gonna steal from them, whatever. But look at this house. They got a 6-foot fence, and if you pay attention, there's a camera right at the end of that fence. So that's not a normal thing. Having a 6-foot fence and cameras in all directions, that's not normal. So what happened to us in Alabama, our neighbors, they had stuff out just like that in Alabama where we lived. But they're friends with the sheriff, and they're friends with, you know, they're the bigwigs. So they can have all their stuff out in the open. Nobody bothers them. But then you got to have a 6-foot fence and cameras just like they got. That's what we had to set up in Alabama. And we still were getting robbed. And when we got robbed and went to the cops were like, you're not really from around here, are you? Well, we can't waste our resources on you. You're not from around here. So you get to some backwards places like this. I'm not saying that's the case right here in this particular town. But when you move to these backwards places, man, you run into situations, you know, like that. And again, I'm not saying it's like that here. But if you're wondering why Fort McCoy is affordable, you'll find out. That's all I'm telling you. You're moving from California, you're moving from way of crap across the country and you think you're going to move to Fort McCoy because it's affordable, you'll find out why it's affordable. You'll get to know. In the case of us, we had an appointment to see the house and everything, and they were just straight up hostile, unwelcoming. You know, the neighbors came over to see who it was. I was interested in the house, and you know, I'm done with all that garbage. So while I like rural life, I'll live somewhere rural where you don't need to know who your neighbors are. You know what I mean? You move to a rural area and you have to know who the neighbors are and all that. That ain't living, bro. I ain't got time for that. I'm too busy trying to get my money on. We're heading south or north? Heading south. Ooh. You can get stuck out here. Look at this. This is sand, sugar sand. The house is abandoned right there. No trespassing. If you need to spray paint no trespassing on your fence, you got this big dog. You got a 6-foot fence, and you spray paint no trespassing on your fence. You don't spray paint no trespassing on your fence for fun, bro. We might get stuck out here. This is not cool. I'm gonna pick some speed up. This is that place where you could easily. This is sugar sand. Can you imagine how fun it would be to have an ATV through here? And there's ATV trails all through here. In fact, on the way here, we saw ATV trail signs. So what we're doing right now, driving through here, this could turn very, very sour very quickly. I mean, this is sugar sand. If you get stuck out here, the tow truck might not want to come out here, and if they do, they might know it might just turn tragic out here, for real. Nobody might help you if they don't know who you are. It gets tragic.
There's a dead end ahead.
Yeah. There's a cemetery right here called Eureka Cemetery. Let me see if we can check it out. I'm sure there's some cool stuff there. But you know, right up ahead there's a place called, they're building a house there, cool. But yeah, this is the type of place where, like, if you move here and the locals decide they don't want you here, there's a cemetery right there.
No trespassing for a cemetery.
It's private, yeah, it's private. All right. Most of the time they're public. You can look at them. I'd be curious to know what's there. All right, so we're on northeast 148. This is deep into the boondocks, y'all. So personally, I like living in places like this because you can do whatever you want. Level 5 coming up right here, guys. I don't have a prejudice against places like this. I like it, and I did it. That's why I moved to Alabama, to live in a place like this. But the reality of living in a place like this is not. You know what I mean? Like, living in a place like this, it's its full, complete package. You gotta be really careful. We're on sugar sand. This car's not 4x4, so we gotta really, really be careful here. It says we're on a road, but it doesn't seem like it's viable. Like, this is looking further down this road. I don't think you can make it through here without a 4x4. So, it's that mobile home, dude. That's not our cover photo. I'm gonna try to snap a photo. Nobody around? That's like cover photo material. But you gotta be real careful. Snap a photo. Cover photo material right there, bro. Does this look like we'll make it through there? You just gotta get speed and hope for the best. You get stuck out here, you don't know what the crap. You don't know if the tow truck driver wants to steal your car, you know, and instead of towing help you get it out. You don't know what the crap you're getting into out here, y'all. Freaking crazy. So, yeah, I love doing stuff like this, man. And like I said, I came all the way out here to look at a house. I drove from Alabama all the way to here to look at a house to buy it. And I was like, bro, do I really want to go? I figured it'd be like different, but no, there's a reason why Fort McCoy is affordable. So if you've been wondering why it's affordable, you'll find out. The horse is beautiful. These are the backwoods of the backwoods. So let's drive into the actual town itself. We're kind of exploring like backwards and stuff. Are we already on here? I think that's where that loop was. So I'm can't get through. Let's keep it moving. Okay, so there's a block here. Let me see if we can go on this block to pull a big U-turn. There's a lot of mosquitoes and bugs on the road, so we've struggled. No, don't touch it. I got into the map every second of the way. Every second of the way, I gotta have this map ready to go. Man, that windshield bug or whatever the crap that was, it's staying there. We're gonna go down this little road right here. Alright. There's mailboxes there. Oh, here we go. But there's a lot of theft and stuff. So like when people see me driving through here, it's just private road. You can't go
there.
What's it say?
Nearest trailhead is 5 miles. No public greenway access. And it's that way.
Okay, so if you wanted to go, I see. There's a trail in the back.
Yeah, it's public. Yeah. It's private. That's a private road.
Gotcha. You can't go through there.
Mhm.
Right. And it's interesting that that's a private road, but I just don't want people parking their ATVs. So yeah, riding ATVs is a thing, and I love riding ATVs. I got a beautiful Honda 250. We're looking at getting another one soon, so we can ride together. I didn't realize how much we enjoy riding together, so
yeah,
we're gonna buy another one soon. Hello, they waved at us. Okay. But you know what I also found interesting about this area is that there were so many young people here. We got a semi behind us.
Yeah.
We gotta pick it up. There were so many young. Didn't you notice that about this area? There were so many young people. There was a lot of young people out here in the Ocala area. But I mean, this area, it's dealt with addiction. It's dealt with so much crap that, you know, somebody like us, we're young, we're successful. We're doing our thing on YouTube. We can move to a place like this. You know how it's going to end up. It's going to end up the way it ended up in Alabama, which is somebody robbing you. Then when you go to the law probably, you know, knew who did it and probably might got a cut of the, I don't know how that works, but when we got robbed in Alabama, seems like law enforcement was like, you're not really from around here. You're from Florida. Why don't you get back to Florida where you belong? Maybe the law enforcement down there is a little bit better than we are here. What are they trying to tell you, man? So I don't know what law enforcement's like out in these places, but that's what we deal with in Alabama. So we're not, you know, I'm done with dealing with crap like that, man. Like where I live now, it's just as country as this is. Y'all seen the videos we upload in our neighborhood. But it's just a different class of people, and it's more expensive. You know, you're not going to live in a beat-up trailer where we are. Where we are now, you need a $600,000 house. It's a little bit more expensive. You can get one for like $300,000 to $400,000 if it's smaller lot and all that. Anyways, this is Fort McCoy, and yeah, I couldn't believe how many other people emailed me with the same exact question that I had before I knew, which was, why is Fort McCoy so affordable? And the answer to your question is, there's a lot of addiction out here. A lot of young people with absolutely no future, no outlook. There's no work in this area. And they really, if you buy a house out here and you're not from here, you're going to go through some crap, man. Everything we went through in Alabama was the stuff of nightmares, and you'll go through it yourself. So we're kind of on the outskirts of Fort McCoy. Let's head into this town itself. Rebel flag right there. So the purpose of this video is not to talk down on this community. The purpose of this video is to let people know that are moving that if they move to a place like this, what the package is going to include. And if you're from here, you don't want those people moving here anyways, right? So what's wrong with me telling them not to, right? So it's a win-win for everybody. It's a win for the locals that live here because they don't want you here. It's a win for the people that are moving here because they really don't want to end up here when they find out what it's really like. And there you go. It's not a win for the realtors because they're trying to make some money. Crap, if that realtor hadn't had whatever situation going on in that neighborhood, he could have sold us that house, made $6,000 profit. $3,000 after the commissions and splitting and all that crap.
Yeah.
You know, the homeowner needed the money. You know, the homeowner needed the money because he was trying to sell it. The realtor needed the money. The county needed some taxes paid. It could have been a win-win for everybody, but when we spent some time here, and it was a Saturday night, I think, wasn't it?
Maybe.
There was a lot of environment that night. This is calm today. It's on Monday.
Yeah.
And you can't really blame the people that live here for being standoffish to outsiders because, you know, there's a lot of addiction in the area, so people come through just to steal. They drive around the neighborhood looking what they can take to sell it and scrap it or whatever. So you can't even blame the locals for being hostile to somebody they don't know because eventually... this looks really cool. What is that? It's like a scrapyard?
I don't know.
Man, look at all that junk. Yeah. They got everything. Windows, doors, siding, vinyl, doors, legs, windows, and coffins. If you're looking for a coffin, come on down. Now, I do recommend that you visit this area and try their barbecue because this part of Florida has the best barbecue. There's a town nearby. They have a peanut festival. What town is that? The one that has the peanut festival?
Melrose.
Melrose. Beautiful little town here in this region of Florida. But they have a peanut festival. And guess what? Katie's
Allergic to peanuts.
and Jose,
Allergic.
we're both allergic to dang peanuts. Dang peanuts. We're both allergic to them. So while the town's beautiful, showing up during their peanut festival pretty much killed both of us. Yeah. And if the southern hospitality don't kill you, the peanuts will. Alright, so now we're going to enter the town itself. I'm sure somebody watched the video, first 5 minutes of it. That's not even the town itself. But, nice truck. Woohoo! It's weird because you never know how the people that are from this town are going to react.
Yeah.
Some people from the town might be like, yeah, it's true. That's exactly the way it is. We never know. As a YouTuber, when we do these videos, we don't know what the people are going to think. We've had towns where they completely get angry and get mad, and they end up on radio talk shows talking about our video.
Yeah.
And then you have other towns that they're like, yeah, the man said the truth. You just never know what the town's going to think.
Oh, there's a grocery?
Yeah, Fort McCoy Grocery. And they got a Miami University sticker? For real? I don't know how y'all letting that slide around here. All that Miami. If you like Miami so much, why don't you just move back?
They might be coming to the spring.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a Dollar General.
Although, I don't know why you'd come on this type of day.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It is cold. But don't the springs stay warm year round?
Yeah.
Most of them do. Yeah. Is that a squatted truck?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up, bro. Look at that. I love squatted trucks. I had a squatted truck, and so much crap broke after I squatted it that I went back to stock. I'm talking like, you want to break stuff on a truck, just squat it, and then sit back and look at your repair bills on arms and tie rods and suspensions and shocks and like every other thing that's gonna break in the process.
Yeah.
Which is sad that it didn't work out because I love places like this. There's a girl driving there.
I know.
Hey, Katie, I'm just gonna leave you.
I'll get
She
him out.
drives a squatted Silverado. You're done. She could be on meth, and I'd still leave you.
Dude, I'll squat our car right now.
She's not even as hot as you.
Dude, let's squat that truck.
No.
Come on.
No, you said I couldn't squat the truck. It looks trashy. And now I'm about to leave you for this other redneck-looking girl. She's not even as hot as you, but she's got a squatted Silverado. I'm sure her boyfriend's gonna come kill me. I'm just playing, bro. Show, bro.
I'm about to come hurt you.
Alright. That works. It's not even that squatted. It's just here in Florida. What?
That Honda right there has a New York license plate on the front.
Get him out of here. That's a New Yorker.
It's like the
New Yorkers aren't afraid of nothing, bro. New Yorkers will like move to like Fort McCoy,
yeah,
and then like open a pizza store.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like New Yorkers aren't scared of nothing, bro.
And they'll be like, I guess we're okay with him if he can provide us pizza.
You gotta be brave to have a New York license plate around here. But yeah, it's affordable for a reason, and there's not, this area needs. If this was a small town in Alabama, they would have all types of investments.
Yeah.
They would have companies come in here and put in, Toyota Park. There's nothing out here. You got to run all the way to Ocala to get jobs. And Ocala is not.
Or Orlando.
Orlando, that's a long drive. Tavares, I don't know how far you'd have to go for a job around here. But, there's just not a lot of opportunity. The people that live here, they need more jobs, they need more investments, and they need to stop smoking crack. So there it is. There it is. Fort McCoy. On to Orange Springs. That's the next town heading north. Beautiful. Look at this. Beautiful country drives. Can you imagine driving through here and you're tooted up Silverado? So are you going to let me squat the Silverado?
Sure.
You're going to let me squat a $30,000 truck?
No.
Come on, boy. What if it came down to your marriage?
It'd be squatted tomorrow.
Because the only way I'll keep that truck is if I can get it squatted, and then let's see, like the way to do it here, it's like a 3-inch squat. It's just like to do it here, just enough, like a 3-inch squat in the front. You know what I mean?
I honestly think we should just get rid of that vehicle.
It's a gas hog. We can say the 2500.
We're always in this.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
We're not gonna put miles on that truck.
Yeah, and we're not gonna be
because it's too pristine.
Yeah.
It's a 2012 2500, but it's only got 56,000 miles with one owner, and they only did their servicing at the dealership, so there's paperwork from Carfax to prove that that's the actual mileage.
Yeah.
That truck, if we just clean it and keep it and touch it, and it's a 6.0 2500. That truck in 5 to 10 years, you might get more money than what you paid for it now. After you put 50,000 miles on that truck with 100,000 miles,
yeah,
somebody might pay $40,000. The way trucks are going, somebody might pay $40,000 for it. Because the new ones are garbage. You saw that. We bought a brand new Silverado. Or was it a Sierra? It was a Silverado. 0 miles. Went on a road trip to Michigan, came back. We had 8,000 miles on it. Like 2 months later, I was okay. We're getting rid of this crap because it's garbage. So I think the older trucks are gonna stay expensive, especially like the lower mileage ones, because they're exactly what we did. We bought the new one and we was like, this is garbage, so you jump back to the old ones because they're more reliable. How many miles has this thing got already?
Well, car companies usually change it up when or go back to the old model if it's just not selling.
We're about to hit 160,000 miles. Today we'll hit 160,000 miles in this week.
If it hurts their business, they're not gonna keep it up.
So we've put 50,000 miles on this truck since we bought it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not bad, and it's never let us down. The only repairs it's had were the stupid crap that we did to it during the lift kit stuff.
Yeah.
The only work it's ever had is suspension related because we're dirt. Maintenance, we had to change the brake pads. You have to.
Yeah.
Tires, when we bought the big lift kit. Oh, the other problem was how loud those tires were. Remember how loud they were? Those mud grips were like, ooh. Yeah.
They let you know that they existed.
How much money did we get for that when we sold it? 1,800? How much did we get? I don't remember. Do you remember how much we got? 1,400? We lost money on that. How much did we get? You remember when we sold it? Yeah, how much did we get for them? I don't even remember how much we got.
I think what we got paid for.
No, we didn't get what we paid for. We lost money on that. Alright guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe.